Five Survive is a YA thriller and is the first standalone book by the author Holly Jackson after she rose to fame in the literary world after the release of her award-winning book series, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. As a huge fan of the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, I was very excited to begin this book, but sadly it did not live up to my expectations. The story follows the main character, Red, as she travels to Gulf Shores from Philadelphia for spring break on an RV with 5 other people. Her friends, Simon, Arthur, Maddie, and Maddie's older brother, Oliver, and his girlfriend, Raina. Only halfway through their trip, things start to go wrong, and they realize they might not make it to Gulf Shores after all. The overall premise of this book seems very promising, but in my opinion, the story could have been delivered in a much more entertaining way. None of the characters had a huge amount of personality, and it was hard for me to differentiate between them at times because they were just all so similar. The only character that I could distinctly tell was different from the rest was Oliver, and even then, his only character trait was that he was extremely annoying. I feel like since this book was a standalone written after a series, the author did not become as attached to these characters as the ones that she had previously created, which shows in the lack of effort put into each character's personality and backstory. One thing that I did enjoy about this book was how each chapter ended with a cliffhanger, which did add extra suspense to the story, but as the book goes on, it becomes very predictable, making the cliffhangers more lackluster. For the later half of the story, there is major reveal after major reveal, which should have been exciting as a reader, but there was so much foreshadowing to each reveal that none of them were all that surprising. Overall, Five Survive was a somewhat enjoyable read, but did not live up to the hype. I was disappointed at the end of it, knowing that the plotline had so much promise and the author had the capability to write a fantastic story, but it still fell short. I give Five Survive 2 out of 5 stars, and I don't think I would recommend this book.